worst team by far actually moved up this week? How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I'm here bringing you guys my official XFL Week 7 Power Rankings, and let's dive right into this. So at number 8, we have the San Antonio Brahmas, down one spot from last week just because they have no quarterback situation whatsoever. They are such a hot mess right now that it is really tough to watch them play. They have started they have played 4 quarterbacks this year. That is the most by any XFL team. They're still technically in the playoff race, but they are really turning to be that worst team in the league right now. And it's starting to not even be close, as some teams are starting to get better. At number 7, we have the Orlando Guardians, up one spot from last week. And this team, really, I am starting to get high on them. I could see them possibly winning next week. They play the DC... Oh, actually, no, never mind. They play the DC Defenders next week. But they are pushing their way to get their first victory here soon. This team is hungry. They are playing like it. Quentin Dormady is really leading this team, and he is really taking this team as his own. And that is what we needed to see out of this team. We needed to see some better quarterback play, and that team, now they have it. They're starting to be better. They're starting to be somewhat decent. They actually have a decent quarterback now. Quentin Dormady has really been looking really good. At number 6, I have the Las Vegas Vipers, mostly because it was a toss-up between them and Orlando, but technically Vegas did win the head-to-head, so I, just said, you know what, screw it. For this week, we'll give Vegas the number 6 spot. Really in a rough spot. They used to be playing games close. They just had a blowout against St. Louis. They're going to have to go now against San Antonio. They should get a win there, in theory, but we'll have to see how it goes. Not sure about how their future looks, but they are looking pretty rough right now. At number 5, I have the Arlington Renegades. This team coming off a ugly game, and they did release Kyle Sloter. I just saw that on the news, I think it was today. So Kyle Sloter is no longer an Arlington Renegade. So they are riding with Drew Plitt, which is very interesting. Drew Plitt has not been an effective quarterback, but neither was Sloter. They don't have a quarterback play. They have an effective defense. If they could get a quarterback in there, that team would be so much better, but they don't. I mean, look at Orlando. Orlando had a rough team. They put in a quarterback. Boom, they started playing better. That's what Arlington needs right now. At number 4, I have the Seattle Sea Dragons. They had a really close scare last week against Orlando, but I did keep them put because, well, they're not in the upper echelon, but they are still way better than Arlington, Vegas, or San Antonio. And this team, they have the potential. My biggest concern, I've been saying this like crazy, is Ben DiNucci and his turnovers. This man has been a turnover machine. If you want the ball and you're going up against Seattle, Ben's going to give it to you. I mean, he has just been turning the ball over like crazy, and that is an unhealthy and unsustainable way of playing football. This is the one reason why I think that they do not make the playoffs this year. Not to mention they also have to go through St. Louis and DC. At number 3, we have the Houston Roughnecks. This team really in an interesting spot as they started the year amazing, and then they have just fallen like crazy. They have been looking rough. Brandon Silver's not the same guy he was to start the year. This team has been in an interesting spot. They were supposed to be winning the South. They were supposed to be like favorites to win it all. At one point, everyone was calling them the best team. I was suspicious on them, and I am justified in my reasoning now. This team has been a fraud. They are not playing up to the potential anymore. Brandon Silvers has been choking it, and that's part of the big issue with this team. At number 2, I have the St. Louis Battlehawks. Yes, they did get a dominating win, but it was against Vegas. That is something to not be taken away from, but still, it does not quite add to their credibility as it is Las Vegas. Now, the Battlehawks really playing a great game, really playing a strong game right now. A.J. McCarron is on fire. This team is cruising right now. Their only 2 losses have come against DC. Keep that in mind. They have only lost 2 games, and they were both to DC. They have beat everyone else. And that might bode well for them. It's tough to beat the same team 3 times in a row. So that might bode well for them in the playoffs. Assuming they make it, that might bode well for them to beat DC. We'll have to see what happens, but overall, a really good team right now. And that leaves at number 1, the DC Defenders. Once again, they have been here for a while, and I don't see them moving at all anytime soon because this team is just so deadly on all fronts. The defense can get you with interceptions. The defense can get you on the defensive line a little bit. They have a stellar run game. They just showed that they can throw the ball, too, last week. I mean, what more can this team do? This team is such a dangerous team. I mean, I already have them as a lock for the championship. I'm calling it right now. DC is going to win the XFL championship. Just you watch. Come back to this video and clown me like I'm wrong if they do lose. But I'm calling it right now. They're going to win it all. So just wait and see what happens. This team is such a dangerous and scary team right now. I don't see anyone stopping DC, barring any major injury. So that's going to do it for my power rankings this week. What are your XFL power rankings heading into week 7? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I will be getting back to every single one of you guys. If you did like, don't forget to smash like and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And we will hopefully be back this weekend with some streams. I know I've been a little bit shaky on those streams, but you know, a couple weeks ago, spring break, I was with my parents. Last week I was going to stream, but then this cold took me down. So hopefully this week I'm feeling a lot better. I should be back to the streaming game. No problem. We should be good to go. And I guess that we will see you guys later. Peace out and have a good one.